Welcome to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Every week, you can have the conversations you've always wanted to have about the films you love.
Shut up!
We're gonna get you, not another peep.
Get rid of your distractions and prepare yourself.
Fold and lock your door. 5, 6, gonna crucifix.
You got a big surprise coming to you. You're not going anywhere.
Lep in the hood, out to do no good. Lep in the hood,
come to do no good.
Lep in the hood.
Come to
Come on,
do
Rob.
no good.
Come to do no good. Lep in the hood. Come to do no good. welcome,
No
welcome.
one is safe from a lep in the hood.
Welcome to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Danny Bonin here with you.
Scotty Bowden here with you.
We are
The Blood Brothers.
and the still alive, the almost dead
Dead.
Rob.
I feel so bad.
Rob's very sick right now
Yeah,
today.
and when Rob's sick, the whole world knows it, and he can't move.
No, it's bad, man. Like
I understand, man. Sometimes it happens.
Like when I'm sick, like it's just is a little bit of a bummer, but shit just happens like normal, and Rob is like paralyzed.
God. It's all we were just saying. It's all that bad water you've been drinking down in Florida.
I don't drink water.
That burnt plastic smell.
It's all that tang.
That reminds me. I need to refill my juice.
You know what probably helped you feel better though, Rob? Is
It's all those generic Oreo cookies you've been eating. What are they called? Dwylas or whatever? Hydroxy cut?
Hydroxy cut?
No, it's just Hydrox.
Hydrox. Oh, yes.
They're not
that's
generic.
Right.
They were the original.
That's right. They were before Oreo.
But they never improved upon. So can they really be called the original?
They are the original.
I don't know if I've seen them up here. Maybe they're just in the East.
You know what the perfect cure is for your sickness, Rob?
I'm so sick.
You want to know what the perfect cure is?
Lep in the hood.
Lep in the hood, come to do no good.
I knew it.
Lep in the hood, come to do no good.
I'm a leprechaun in the hood. Oh my God, that leprechaun rap.
So bad.
Just could have done without.
I couldn't have. That was amazing.
Yeah, it ended the movie good. It seemed like it should have been like they wanted to put it somewhere else in the movie.
They were going to. That's from the director's mouth.
See, look at this.
It was going to be inserted in the movie, but
put it at the end.
It slowed it down too much. There wasn't really a good place for it.
There wasn't a good place for a lot of things in this movie.
Lep in the hood, come to do no good.
Oh my God. Did everyone watch this one?
Yeah, I watched it.
I did.
And then I
did
watched
too.
almost all of it with commentary because the commentary was pretty bad. And then I watched the featurette too.
I can imagine the director. Yeah, I watched this thing last night. It
wasn't the director?
with my wife.
I don't know who he was, but the commentary, you had the director, and then you had some other guy who was also a director but not on this film. And I don't know why he was even there. He's like, oh, so-and-so here running the panel on this commentary. Glad to be here. And with me, I have director, whatever his name was. I have it written down here. Rob Spera.
Rob Spera.
But that was it. So you're not like the leader of the panel if it's just one other person.
Yeah.
It's just the two of you. I don't know why he was there because he was inciting conversation. So he was asking questions about things, but then he would ask questions that get the director off into a totally different thing, and they're not even talking about the movie, and he was just annoying.
I could see how they can get off on a tangent and not talk about this movie.
Annoying as fuck.
I bet it was.
If I ever have to do a commentary, Rob, or you do, or anything, just pay attention to what's on screen and talk about the fucking movie.
We have to do a commentary of She Walks the Woods.
Yeah.
That's right, baby. So let's get into this.
Lep in the hood, come to do you no good. Lep in the hood.
You guys noticed the very beginning? It was the exact beginning of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
and it was just a new voiceover telling us about what this movie was about that we were about to watch.
I will say they finally carried over some lore with the medallion.
Oh, well, it's like they skipped over the space movie.
Yep, they did.
The medallion was in the third one, and it's like the space movie never happened, and then it came back in the fifth one.
The space movie's in the future. This is the two parallel timelines.
That's right. How could I forget that?
That's what happened. I'm surprised they didn't run into Pinhead out in space.
It's possible.
I got your car keys.
God.
Yeah.
Leprechaun 5 in the Hood, 2000. This was 2000, but it felt like
Rob's
it was
not even here.
Dude, I'm here. I'm just taking it all in.
He just commented about how the fourth one was in the future.
Yeah.
It's alternate timeline.
Yes, that's why it was kind of it was going backwards in the sequence of films.
It sounds like you're leaning over a toilet.
Breathing heavily.
I feel so bad. Just so bad.
Look, you're a trooper coming on the podcast with us tonight, Rob.
I'm like leaking everywhere.
Yeah, you're such a trooper for slipping out of bed and onto your chair and putting your headphones on.
I had to plug the mixer in.
Oh, that's tough.
You don't leave it plugged in?
No, it's just and it was just difficult.
Do you have some anal leakage going on right now?
I got leakage everywhere, dude.
Anal leakage.
Anal leakage.
It's like there's so much pressure.
Your nose. It sounds like a faucet.
I sneezed and like both of my ears popped and now they won't unpop.
I fucking hate that.
Is that not how like overweight people feel all the time?
No.
Pressure at every orifice?
God.
No, this is much worse.
Sorry.
I hate it when you blow your nose and your ears pop. They like pop even more, and then one ear's plugged and the other ear's fucked.
Yeah.
You can't blow your nose that hard. You just got to do it softly.
Anyways, should we talk more about the movie?
Let's do it.
So I said this about the last movie, but this is actually officially the last Trimark labeled Leprechaun.
That's right.
This is when the last one before Lionsgate completely took over. And, excuse me, you watch this movie, and it's headed by the super modern Lionsgate. Well, mine was because I got the Blu-ray, and it was released in 2014. It's fronted by the super modern Lionsgate intro thing, and when I see that, I'm used to a good movie coming on, and
that's how it was
on
demand too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was just extra crisp because I was watching it on Blu-ray.
And then all of a sudden, you saw a student film set that it started on.
Yes. So yeah. Originally, well, I can talk about that now. This was filmed at Lacey Street Studios in LA, which is just a hotbed of low budget filmmaking. Like anything
like
that
student films.
I wouldn't say student films, but anything that's low budget has probably been made at Lacey Street Studios. Although now one of the directors was saying, I think it was the stupid fucking guy running the quote unquote panel for the commentary I was watching, said that, I tried to do a film there recently, and now they all think they're all that because they filmed the first Saw there in Seabiscuit, and now they want $10,000 a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back in 2000, things were a little bit different.
So they did. They filmed the first Saw there, the bathroom scene, the whole set of Saw is in Lacey Studios.
So it's like a big warehouse soundstage.
Yeah. So this whole movie was filmed there. All the inside sets, all the exteriors were outside of Lacey Street. A ton of them were the outside of the building. It's that brick with the warehouse-looking, windows that are held open by like an arm. Mm-hmm. So when they're on the rooftop talking and the guy has his shirt off and for no reason, that's outside. That's on top of the roof of Lacey Street Studios. When they're driving in the car at night outside next to the brick building, that's Lacey Street Studios. When they first see Ice-T outside his car, that's Lacey Street Studios. So this whole thing is...
What about Mac Daddy's house, Ice-T's house?
I'm guessing that was part inside the studio. Yeah, inside.
You can totally see when they make it all big and they go into that room, they're all excited. If the camera pans up and you can see the top of the wall going into the next room, so it's not like a sealed room. You can totally tell that it's a studio.
And so the studio, tons of movies were filmed there, tons of sets reused and repurposed in all these different movies. They did build the sewer set there for the opening, and they said they spent most of their money on that.
The sewer set,
most of their $1 million or whatever it was.
Oh, is it that? $1 million. That's when Ice-T busts through the thing, and then he throws the guy through the wall because he's dissing on the malt liquor and hamburger there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What was that? That was Steel. Was that Steel Reserve? I forgot what kind of beer it was.
It was a Colt 45.
Oh yeah, it was Colt 45. Yeah, that's right.
Lep in the hood.
God,
do no
that
good.
Stuff is just
Lep
nasty.
in the hood. That's do no good.
Jesus Christ!
And this is where we see Ice-T with his afro and his friend Slug.
So hold up, this was originally going to be Leprechaun in the White House.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Sounds awesome.
That was the first script idea. It was right around the time when Bill Clinton and the Monica Lewinsky scandal was going off.
Oh yeah.
So they had plenty of jokes up their sleeves.
2000, yep. I like the in the hood kind of hip hop rap scene for this. It's very it's a comedy. It's like horror comedy.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that feel for it, but it was definitely low budget for sure. Did you get a budget on this?
Well, they said about $1 million.
Okay. So it was a little bit less than the last one.
Yeah, 1.3 then 1.6. I think
yeah, something like that.
Last two and or maybe that was the first two. I can't remember.
They're all around 1 to 1.6 million.
14-day shoot schedule, so it's pretty tight. Yeah, the afro. That was the director was saying. Rob was saying that I can't say Rob because Rob's right there too. Rob said that, the afro is sort of the first thing in the film where you're like, okay, this is going to be a definite horror comedy, like more towards the comedy side.
And you get that 70s fog with the thick high-heeled boots.
They want to set the tone with him pulling multiple weapons out of his afro. I mean, once you pull the baseball bat out of the afro, mini baseball bat, then you know what you're in for.
And then when he pulls the pick out of his throat.
And then, yes, we have the afro pick throat death.
This is Bartolos again, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought so.
So up till now, Bartolos and Warwick are the only constants in all the movies.
Ooh. And
Trimark,
whatever that is.
Did you die, Rob? Are you dead?
No, I'm listening. I'm agreeing.
I just thought.
Yes.
I didn't hear your like heavy wheezing or coughing for at least 10 seconds. I thought you might.
Well, I moved the microphone away.
We were very worried.
Just a second.
No.
I'm going to have to go get a glass of water. I will be right back. Otherwise, we're just going to keep coughing.
All right.
No worries. I'd give you some of my good Colorado water, but you're not here right now.
I'll ship it to you. Anyways.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. I mean, right after he pulled like a knife out of his fro. He pulled like a mini like baseball bat that they give away at like baseball games.
Yeah.
And
give away at baseball games.
So they used to.
I used to have one of those.
But like I was like, oh, okay, now I know. And he's wearing like those like 3-inch thick boots.
Yeah, the platform boots. So that was supposed to take place in like 1970 something.
Yeah, 70s for sure.
Then it jumps forward to the director said 20 years later. I don't know how we're supposed to tie I guess we know there's a time change, but there's no way to know it's exactly 20 years later.
But you can't forget about how the medallion flew out. They took the medallion off his neck, slug dig, and then it lands on the board, and then Ice-T lands on the board, and the trajectory of the medallion lands perfectly on his neck.
Yeah.
That was just amazing. I mean, come on now.
Yep, and then he turned black and white.
And that was like
he was like green before, then when he refroze, he was black and white.
That looked like a close-up photoshopped on the computer. They just did that really quick.
It definitely was.
Oh my God.
There was a lot of budget in this.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell that was top of the line Photoshop action going on there.
So then, 20 years later, I don't really understand what happened. We get introduced to these three guys that are rapping on stage. And
Positive rap.
It's all about Will Smith and his positive rap.
Oh yeah.
Pay your phone bill on time and make sure your credit score is good.
Yeah.
Postmaster P, Stray, and Butch.
They like drop a screwdriver and it causes a small explosion that sends both of them flying off the stage onto tables.
And then they're fucked. So this is what I don't get. They're fucked now because they can't make it to the hip hop contest in Vegas because they don't have their own speakers.
Is that what? Yeah. Why are they fucked? Because they don't have equipment.
You have to bring your own equipment to the contest in order to enter it. So that's why they're trying.
Apparently, it had something to do with a chemical reaction.
Yes.
Yeah. Why? How is this guy the DJ? They made a little. They showed us right in that opening that he was, had some scientific knowledge or some kind of shit. But then they only touch on it one more time when he uses a douche and some gel to make a bomb.
Yeah, some fire starting thing.
So
yeah, he's the scientific genius. Butch is.
Maybe that's what you need, Rob. Have you douched yourself lately?
No, not recently.
Okay.
Douched?
There you go. Clean. I mean, I assume you just put it in your butthole, instead of.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You got to get cleaned up there.
All right.
So then they got the they're trying to get money with the fake Jimi Hendrix signed guitar, and obviously the acting was okay in this. The three guys were decent.
They were.
But like the guy that owned the pawn, they're at a pawn shop. They're going from like pawn shop to pawn shop, and the guy that owned the pawn shop was he was okay.
He's been on like stuff. I sort of recognize him.
He was their guest star besides Ice-T.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did look familiar to me for sure.
I'm not sure what he's been in, but I sort of recognized him. He sort of looks like, and I know it's not him, but he looks like God, why can't I think of the fucking movie? Is it the Friday movies, like the
grandpa on
the
Friday?
Grandpa? Yeah, or is it the grandpa?
Yeah. He's the guy that like takes a shit in the guy's house.
Yeah, I think
in Fridays.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he looks like him.
so.
He looks
That's
like a
what he looks
younger
like.
version of him. Yeah.
That's right. That's what it is.
That guy's in a lot of things. The guy in the Fridays.
Yeah. So then,
He tosses the guitar in the dumpster.
yeah, then that's when they see Ice-T for the first time outside his limo with his bitches.
With his nice Mercedes Benz 1990 car.
Yeah, his 97 Mercedes was looking real good.
Yeah. And they do like a close up on his like silver plated rims. Like, okay.
Rob,
It was pretty nice
I
back
have a
then.
feeling our dads would want them to buy American.
Yes, most definitely. You can't trust the German cars.
Now, although my dad did have a Honda.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, and you know what? He had a Toyota too.
Yeah.
I guess nowadays is Toyota American.
Pretty much, I think, at this
Toyota
point.
is so American, it seems like.
I think they make them in America now, and same with like Honda and stuff.
It's originally from Japan, obviously.
Yes, of course. Yes. Then we catch a glimpse of this magic flute. Well, I guess we could, instead of the magic flute, we'll get there. But they try to get a record deal with Ice-T because he's a producer, apparently, and obviously he's become a producer because of this magic flute. That when you blow on it, now the director clarified that it only pertains to like musical success. I sort of thought when you blew on it, you just had everyone's attention and then you could do whatever. Like you could be Hitler if you wanted to, but they were just choosing it for music. But
Yeah.
the director said, "Oh yeah," because the annoying fucking panel leader was like, "So what's the deal with this flute? Like what happens?" And the director's like, "Well, when you blow on it,
It hypnotizes
it
them.
hypnotizes them, and then they are instantly are in love with whatever music you put at them. So I guess it just has to do with music.
Interesting.
That wasn't apparent.
So he should have had the flute when they played the tape cassette for Mac Daddy.
Yeah, yeah.
Tape cassette. Anyways,
Walkmans.
I remember those good old days.
I had a Walkman.
Your Rage Against the Machine tapes. And Stone
Evil
Temple
Empire.
Pilots.
STP.
Red Hot Chili Pepper. Mm-hmm. God, I remember your tape collection on your shelf there.
My tape collection on my shelf. So, what's wrong with my tape collection?
I'd always listen to your tape cassette, and I'd have to rewind it because you never would rewind your tapes.
I'm sure I rewound my tapes.
Doesn't sound like you did.
A few times
sure
you didn't.
Did. I remember buying tapes. I had original Korn.
Oh yeah,
Farbia, Great Southern Trendkill tape.
Pantera. Good shit.
A lot of tapes. I had a compilation of Pedal to the Metal, it was called, of rock. That
Oh god, yeah.
I didn't even really like that much.
I had a Boston tape, or was that yours? Boston.
I think that was Big Scott might have got it. No, he got me a Boston CD.
Oh, yeah, that was a CD. Yeah.
I had the soundtrack on tape to Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Nice.
That included Primus. Hey, baby, won't you come lay down by my side,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
baby? Hey, baby.
Classic.
What else?
We had
I
that
don't
in
know.
Game Boy too.
Oh, Bill and Ted's on Game Boy, yeah.
I love that game. I used to get so pissed when I would lose in the game. God.
Pissed on every game.
Yeah, I did.
losing. Is it still a thing that, because we had this game, that Super Ghouls and Ghosts is like supposedly the hardest game ever made? Because you can't save, you have to beat it all in one sitting.
I'm not sure. I need to look that up, though. It sounds
That's what I
interesting.
heard.
I think I've heard that before.
Super Nintendo, Super Ghouls and Ghost.
Yep. Which was an awesome fucking game, by the way.
We had it.
Did you ever play it, Rob?
No, I never. No, actually, I
It
did.
was like one of the
Actually, I
first
did.
games we ever had.
Looking at the pictures of it, yeah.
It
sucked.
You had like different weapons, and like when you first threw the swords, they were just normal swords, but then you could get power ups, and your armor kept upgrading, and then the swords became like
daggers or something.
You could have daggers too. Those were like
Yeah, I remember
little
that.
ones, and there's some.
I remember the freaking soundtrack in that was awesome too. I can't remember the main
soundtrack.
Like the main song that played throughout the whole game. I forgot how.
I
it
need to
went.
figure out where I can play that game.
I have
right
it.
now.
I'm sure you can play it online, like on like a modulator.
I have the Super Nintendo at my house with the game.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, if I remember right, on that Super controller 2 doesn't work. The input, the port.
I think it's fucked. That was
we
probably
always
when
used
I
to have
smashed
to.
it.
We used to have to stack shit underneath the port 2, so to like sort of hold it in the exact right spot.
I think because I ripped it out and like kicked it or something one time. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
We need to play that though.
Anyways, fucking Rob with his retroness isn't even about Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
I didn't have a Super Nintendo.
Were you more of a Sega Genesis guy?
I had a Sega Genesis.
Nice.
Sega Genesis too. All right. What were your go-tos?
My go-tos for Sega was NBA Jams.
Oh, I love
NBA
NBA Jam. Yes,
that was a good.
He's
one.
on fire.
NBA Jam.
NBA Jam's probably like in Sonic.
Oh yeah, Sonic was great.
Never was much of a Sonic guy. Mortal Kombat 3 on the
Mortal Kombat,
Genesis.
Mortal Kombat, Sonic, and NBA Jams was a big one. I stayed on NBA Jams.
I was a big Contra guy. Contra Hardcore on Sega. Contra Alien Wars on Super.
Or the Turtles game on Sega. Bless you.
Oh, I'm catching it from Rob. I'm catching the sickness. Oh.
Anyways,
It's serious, man. It's like this is it. This is the one that's going to put me down.
All right. Well, this is Rob's final episode, everybody. Who's listening?
he's going in dormant.
So we'll be looking for a replacement.
Be sure to donate to Patreon for my funeral arrangements.
Yes.
Anyways, back to Leprechaun. Lep in the hood, out to do no good.
Leprechaun 5.
I had to watch this movie today, feeling as bad as I did.
At least you got to stay home from work and watch Leprechaun 5.
Look at the bright side of life. Always look
It
on
put you
the
in. It
bright
was so bad.
side
It
of
was a
life.
good movie mood.
I don't know. I do think Ice-T was the only saving grace of this movie.
Yeah. This wasn't Warwick Davis' strongest performance either.
Well,
He was
because
okay.
They didn't give him
Ice-T
much.
is so
They really didn't.
awesome in Law and Order.
No.
Made me want to watch Law and Order.
It's all about surviving the game.
I love surviving the game.
Surviving the game. which is
Surviving the Game is great with the full blown dreads.
which is either a ripoff of Hard Target or Hard Target's a ripoff of. I don't know which one came first.
I'm thinking Surviving the Game came first.
You think so?
Yeah.
Gotta Google it.
Surviving the Game was 1994. What about Johnny Mnemonic? Ice-T was in that.
I don't even remember. I mean, I remember that title.
He was the Dolphin Whisperer in Johnny Mnemonic.
I don't even remember that.
J-Bone.
Remember that. All right. Anyways, Magic Flute. I talked about that.
Hard Target was 1993.
So it was a year before.
Surviving the Game is what?
94.
Oh, they ripped off Hard Target big time. They just both hunt homeless people. That's all. So,
It's just rough.
we have the famous line for fans. A friend with weed is a friend indeed.
Oh, yeah. Or what was the line before that when Tiger Woods started getting good at golf? After they steal his gold from Mac Daddy's and then the Leprechaun, they steal the medallion and he comes alive. Unhand my gold, you thieving hoods. You got more gold than Tiger Woods. That was pretty
loot.
bad.
You got loot.
Yeah,
or you got more loot
Tiger
than Tiger
Woods.
Woods. Yeah, that's what it was.
That's yeah.
That some of the at least there was some rhymes in this one.
Yeah, there weren't. Was it the last one? There weren't any.
The last one we didn't get a lot of riddles. And
This
rhymes.
one was just a little bit. I just felt like Warwick wasn't as much of a main character in this one as in the rest of them, previous ones.
Yeah.
No, they
Didn't
really
seem as
were
much.
spending their money on Ice-T.
Yeah.
And then those three guys too.
And a guest appearance by Coolio.
Yeah. The flute.
Oh, that's right.
The flute summoned Coolio
Been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise.
with the Jesus Loves Us beat.
Yeah. You know it was all about that gangster's paradise with the what movie was that for? Was
Dangerous Minds.
Dangerous Minds
Yeah.
with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
I still remember that. I
Coolio.
still remember that trailer. I don't know why. I don't know when that came out. It must have been like 8th grade or something.
That was 90s.
I
Something.
remember the trailer. Some dude was like making out with a girl, but his like arms were like spread out like a fucking all the way to the max. Like, why was he doing that?
Yeah.
God, that was. I've actually never seen Dangerous Minds, but I do remember
Really?
the previews for
I've
it.
seen it once, but it's been a long time.
It's a good movie.
Let me tell you, she didn't handle them kids like Tom Berenger would have.
In The Substitute. Yeah.
Or
He did
even
not.
James Belushi in The Principal.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, The Principal's so good.
Really? Does he go? Is it a comedy or does he go Tom Berenger on the kids?
No, he's more Tom Berenger
Ooh.
in this. It's pretty good.
All right.
I'll have to check that out.
Dangerous Minds only has like 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What year was that?
1995.
95.
How's Michelle
it was
Pfeiffer
a year.
looking in it though?
She's looking good. I mean, this is right after Batman.
All right.
Batman Begins, which I think was like 92.
Okay.
Yeah. She's
Not Begins. Batman. Whatever Catwoman's in.
Returns.
Returns.
Which one is it?
Now I
I
have
think
to
it's
look
Batman
it up.
Returns.
I don't know, but
Hold on. Batman Returns. It is Batman Returns, and it was 1992.
Oh, nice.
we need
Good date.
We need Carmelo for those facts.
Yep. He would have him. But you got him pretty quick. Stat.
I'm wondering back to Leprechaun when he. So that we just talked about they were in the bathroom. They had the weed thing.
That was pretty funny.
That bathroom obviously is set. When he comes out of there, and the bartender goes to smack him with a microphone pole, then he zaps him with his awesome CGI.
With those great green lasers.
But the bartender said, "You are." What does he say? He's like a little ugly motherfucker. So I was just wondering if they were like doing something like Predator, you know.
Yeah, I think
One
so.
ugly motherfucker.
It sounded like you're one ugly motherfucker, but then I listened again and it was you little motherfucker, I think. Or no, you little ugly motherfucker. But still, ugly motherfucker, I mean, right around that time. Come on.
Yeah. 2000. I mean, Predator was way
Yeah, no, you're right. Predator was like
way older.
87
Earlier.
or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was in '89, I think.
God, much better movie. Predator's a much better movie.
Oh, of course, hands down.
Yes.
So there was so many like
Commandos.
Why
are
aren't
much
we
better
covering?
movie.
Why haven't we covered Predator on CCA yet?
Oh, we need to.
It's
we did
technically a
Commando.
horror movie.
No. CCA is what we need to.
I mean,
cover
but
Predator.
we could do both.
I don't think it's technically a horror movie. I think it's more of an action.
We could do.
I don't know.
Yeah, we could do we could do them on either one because we did
I guess
Aliens,
so.
but Aliens is way more horror for sure.
I think Alien. Well, just because of Alien and Alien 3, I think is why it's more of a horror.
Yeah.
All right.
I just want to. There was the longest walking scenes, like the world's longest long takes, when like they're walking down like the alleyway and they like do like 3 takes for them to like walk, and then when Post said he doesn't want to get involved in robbing Mac Daddy's house, so then Butch and Stray meet up, and then Mac Daddy and then Post comes and meets them and changes his mind. It was like the freaking long take there was so freaking long. I was like, oh my
I
god.
thought it was dumb. They like turn the corner and Post is walking towards them to meet them there because he's given in and he's gonna rob it with them, and he's like a ways away, and then he like morphs to a little bit closer, and then the guy's like, "Who's that?" And the other guy's like, "That's Post." I'm like, "You didn't know who the fuck it was?" Like right when you looked at him,
Yeah.
walking right towards you.
And that was after they like did like him morphing.
Well, you gotta
Such
get
a long
an
take.
hour and 20-minute runtime somehow.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Holy Moses! Shit.
Oh man.
Fucking.
Sweet Jesus.
Speaking of long take,
Oh good God! That means it's time for the horror halftime.
Da, 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 da. Fucking dying.
yeah,
Yeah.
you did the horror halftime song.
Nobody
Alright.
brought me anything today. Nothing.
I saw you were stacked in your
I should've-
Facebook photo.
Apple fritters.
Yeah, I
and
had to do all
ice
that.
cream.
Nobody did it for me. First thing this morning, wife left me to go to work, and I told her I still wasn't feeling good, and she said, "I don't want to deal with your shit right now."
Oh,
and then
shit.
she left.
No.
Did you have a fight with the panda this morning?
No, she just knows how I am when
Oh,
I'm sick.
yeah.
She said she's
Yep.
not dealing with
She's
it.
not
She
dealing
left.
with it.
I know exactly how she feels.
She didn't bring you any of like that strawberry Fanta or whatever that drink is you like, the strawberry soda or
No.
grape soda. Oh man.
I've got no, so I've got Tang.
Okay, Tang's okay.
Been drinking a lot of Tang.
Is it the Poon variety?
Get your vitamin C.
Yes, it's the only way I get my vitamin C is through Tang.
Is it of the Poon variety?
It is not. It is a
Poontang.
powdered variety.
Powdered.
All right,
I know how that powdered is. You have a little pillow that you powder it with, and
We're in the midst of the horror halftime. We haven't even talked about it yet. All right, so
This is a part of the show where we give stuff away to participants.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
now,
that's right.
Now we do have a horror freak of the week,
do we?
solely based on participation because I don't understand the meme, but he's never won before. So let's have a drum roll.
Hey, you know what?
It should be me because I'm sick.
And the winner is horror freak of the week is Jim Brees.
Jim Brees. Yes.
Old JB himself.
Jim
Awesome.
Brees. I don't really understand your meme, but I like it. It's got Judd and it's got the Leprechaun, and
I
that's
thought
all
it was a
needs.
good meme.
So you win, my man. So
Which
message us.
It shows that you're listening and participating.
Yeah, send us a message on the
Thank you.
Facebook page, and because I need your address, and I'll send you, and I need your shirt size too. I'll send you a shirt. So yeah, shoot us a message.
Get a free T-shirt, man.
Horror freak of the week, Jim Brees.
Thanks, Jim. Love ya. Love you long time.
Make sure you get your memes in next week from the Hood, so that we can talk about them while we're talking about the next Hood movie.
Leprechaun 5 in the
Yeah,
hood.
get those memes in. All right, that concludes the horror halftime.
You know what was,
I am going to give a shout out to my mother.
Oh.
She did actually bring me medicine today. After I called multiple times and told her that this one's for real, I'm actually dying. And she brought me NyQuil.
Oh,
So,
nice.
I'm
Dayquil or
going to
NyQuil?
NyQuil. I'm going to roofie myself.
Uh-oh.
Right after this?
Did you retake some NyQuil?
No.
Okay,
no, this is me on a level playing field when I have a cold. There's no doing of anything.
Should we come down there to like help arrange funeral services and things?
I want to be cremated and my ashes spread in Scotty's hot tub.
Oh, yes, baby.
Well, then, as long as
That'll cleanse my water, right?
as long as before you die you leave like $48 on the nightstand to replace the filter.
Yes, exactly.
How much it costs? Like $50?
Yeah,
I have no
it's about
idea.
50.
I just guessed that.
It's about 50 to 60 for the filter.
That's ridiculous.
I got
Just
2
take
filters in my hot tub. I got 2 of them. One big one, one small one.
Must be nice.
It's a pretty nice hot tub. Although my hot tub cover is rotting. I need to get a new one. Got hail damage. Anyways,
Jesus.
I know. Fucking bullshit living out in eastern Colorado here.
Eastern.
Well, it's not really. It's western, but it's just like east of the mountains.
Everything in Colorado is east of the mountains.
Well, yeah, but it's more east than
I say I'm gonna have to
where I used to
Not
live.
everything, not Grand Junction.
More east than where I used to live.
Good God, it's 37 degrees where you are right now?
Oh yeah, it's warm today, huh?
That's not warm, eh? It's
Yeah, well, it's warmer than
It was chilly this morning.
10 yesterday.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
freezing
it was like
yesterday.
75 today here.
See, I don't know. I
Jeez.
don't even understand. Like, you've had a video of you doing yard work, which was sort of funny, I must say. Like, that was pretty funny.
Was that a leaf
Like,
blower?
I'll hand that to
Or-
you.
My yard looks good. No, it was a beautiful day. And then, like yesterday, was it? Yeah, yesterday I woke up, went to work, felt okay, and then like holy shit, come like 2:00 in the afternoon, it just felt like somebody with TB just spit in my face. I could just feel the sickness just coursing through me. And it was all over from there.
It was all that dust from the yard work.
All I'm saying is that yard work.
We have pollen here.
That's
and
what
the
it was.
pollen is what infects you.
That's
Yard
what it was,
work at
the
this
pollen.
time of year is like totally. It's so foreign to me that I just don't even know what to think about.
Because the lawnmower's in dormant. You don't
It's
do
like
anything.
February. No one does yard work around
Well,
here.
we shovel snow,
Yeah.
but
That's ridiculous.
My God. So you literally have to mow your lawn year round, don't you?
Well, no, that's like the first time I've mowed my lawn in months.
Well, you have a service that does it because you're an elitist.
No, that got canceled once the elite status.
yeah. Once the elite funds ran out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Once the elite account got closed, so did the yard service get stopped. But
Yeah,
no, like,
my maid service stopped too.
It gets cold enough here to where the grass doesn't grow.
Okay. All right.
Yes, that's still good. Nice and brown.
I asked Shannon. She's never tried Winter's Day douche. That's what they used in this. That's what the box was labeled
For what?
for the douche that they used in this to create the firebomb that lit Warwick Davis, a stunt little person on fire.
Oh, you could tell that was a stunt guy big time too,
Yeah.
which was funny.
Yeah,
It was like a heating pad.
I don't know what you mix with like what was he using the douche for? What?
It was
Yeah, I don't know
Just
what
to spread it? I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what the she was doing with the douche.
I don't know, man.
Butch.
But anyways, I probably skipped ahead of some shit there. I will say, so that scene where they're on the rooftop yet again of Lacey Street Studios, and Ice-T comes out, and he's like, "Sup, bitches, you little bitches," and he, his fingers cut off, but he wants his shit
Yeah,
back.
his finger got ripped off by Warwick Davis.
That was the first scene that Ice-T shot on the movie. And the director, Rob, wanted to do that first to sort of gauge how easy it was going to be working with Ice-T. Did he know his shit, like, as far as hitting the mark? Because it doesn't look like a difficult shot, but you have to come out of the doors. There's smoke. He has to hit the mark as the camera swoops up close to him into a close-up shot. And they said he nailed it, take one, and that was it. So...
Wow.
Yeah, so he's like Ice-T, very, very professional, very smart, knows exactly what he's doing as a film actor, blah, blah. So,
Yeah,
I'm sure
well,
Ice-T uses that on his resume.
Yeah, my first great feature film. No, it wasn't his first.
He doesn't need a resume. He's just stuck on Law and Order.
I wonder how much he makes per episode on Law and Order.
$8.
Yeah, he did Survive the Game before this movie too. Wow.
Yeah, something happened.
I don't know. I've never seen one episode of Law and Order in my whole life.
So good.
Well, Ice-T did really good in this movie because there was no shots from any opposite angles, so he only had one angle to work with. As you could see, there's only one shot like the whole time.
Well, they're just low budget.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it was.
Ice-T makes $385,000 per episode.
What?
Really?
Yep.
Is that
What?
you just looked that up?
Yep.
Nice.
Really?
And he's contracted for 13 episodes a season.
Wow.
Jeez, that's pretty nice. That's some good money.
All right.
It's not bad at all.
What's the last album Ice-T put out? Like when?
I
when was
don't
that?
know.
Oh God,
I wonder. I know he was doing that. I gotta just say it. Horrible metal band, Body Count too.
Was he in
for a while?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Body Count.
Is he even an artist anymore? I mean, maybe I guess.
Sort of doubt it. I doubt
Since
it.
he's on Law and Order, doing acting full-time gig.
I don't know.
He's making like $5 million a season, so I mean, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be on Law and Order for that.
Yeah. So the church they go to.
Yeah. So we see the church.
That did not
because they're hiding out. They can't stay at their own
claim
houses.
sanctuary.
Because Mac Daddy's following
they
them.
claim sanctuary in the church. This is like Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah. Sanctuary.
So yeah,
there's nothing they can do.
It just does not look like a church. It looks like just a classroom with a podium in it with a cross on it, and that's it.
Looks like your first grade classroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you get the Reverend coming in, and the sick and twisted Reverend, who we find out later because he's sex talking the girl that with green eyes that comes in.
Well, who wouldn't?
Well, yeah, of course. So they lay low, and they have to, in order to stay at the church, they have to perform the music for that day because the other artist got sick, and then they blow the flute. And everything goes their way. The music, everyone loves the music.
Yeah, blow the skin flute.
Teeny little flute. I would have broke that thing in half.
You can tell it was plastic.
Yeah,
and that's when Coolio came in.
That's right.
Coolio comes in to check it out.
Is that Coolio?
They said that they got him for. He was literally there for like as long as he's in that scene for. He showed up, walked in the scene, and walked out. And that was
there. You go.
I don't know how much they paid him.
He was in L.A. around that area at that point. And
I mean, they obviously contacted someone to talk to him, and I don't know. Of course, the fucking annoying ass guy running the quote unquote panel for the commentary said that he had just done his film there right after this or previous, like right around the same time, called Convent. And they used Coolio as well in a little bit more of a part, but he only had to be there one night. And they paid him like $5,000 and a bag of weed, and they got him there from his weed dealer.
Oh, of course.
Sweet.
Yeah,
one of the producers knew his weed dealer and talked to the weed dealer so that the weed dealer could talk to Coolio to see if he would come there for one night, and he did.
Wow, Coolio's 55 years old.
He's not. He's coolly old.
Coolly old. His real name is Artis Leon Ivy Jr.
Ooh.
Just
Artis, huh?
Artis Leon Ivy. Just fun fact
I wonder
there.
what he's doing.
Let's see, music career.
Probably not a lot.
No.
Yeah. I mean, his last movie, it doesn't even say. What does it say? Was in 2017. Squidbillies.
What? Oh.
Cameo as himself.
That's all it is.
And the one before that, Black Jesus. Cameo as himself.
I would figure to just be a bunch of Disney Channel movies with a cameo as himself.
Yeah.
That's what I would assume.
I'm sure.
So the director, Rob I mean, they were doing rewrites and they were tidying up the script basically all the way up until shooting, like even while they were shooting. So Huffman, I think is the last name, is one of the credited writers. He was flown in by Rob. He's a friend of his and stayed in Rob's guest house in L.A. I mean, writing or tidying up the script, writing some things on a nightly basis. So he would literally, Rob would come home. They would talk about the what had to be done the next day. They talk about the script that was going to be used the next day and what some changes they wanted to make, and then Rob would go to bed, and then Huffman would write, and then he'd wake up, and then he'd have the pages to work with, and they'd be ready to go.
Well, sufficient.
Yeah,
I got this one scene where the leprechaun just blows a hole through the bodyguard's torso. That's just he's just gonna point at him. That was pretty badass, though.
There's a lot of not even just this movie. A lot of these Leprechaun movies, I mean, are just point magic.
Like he could do that to anyone.
Where you don't need any special effects. You don't need anything. You just have the person go wave their hand, go there, sure, and then you just have the actor flail around like they're being, forcefully pushed with magic.
See, they're at the church still. What I don't get, he blows the hole through the bodyguard's torso, and then the three guys run into the Reverend's room. And why can't he just blow down the door? He's like scratching at the door like a dog.
Yeah,
and it's
for no reason.
Magic.
Strange magic. They built that. They did that whole blow the hole in the chest gag because they found like a body part, like a torso, at the studio that had a hole in it already. And so they just built this gag around it, like, oh, we got to use this somehow. Let's have him blow a hole in his chest.
That was pretty cool. Ice-T just like staring through it.
That was sort of cool. And then so then they trap him in a safe, which
a lep in a box,
which obviously happened in the second one.
Yes.
And during this commentary, first of all, once again, fucking idiot guy who's running the panel, quote unquote.
Not Spira, not Rob.
Not Spira. Was like, oh, is this so? He said something about, oh, is this? I think this happened earlier on, but he couldn't pinpoint which one. He's like, I think it happened in one of the earlier ones. I'm not like all up on the Leprechaun lore. Is that is there some point where it switches from a safe that is able to hold him to the medallion, and then the director Rob seemed like he had no clue that it had ever been used before in another movie.
What?
Yeah.
The safe for the raw iron.
So the annoying guy running the panel was like, "Is this like did you just decide to go back to that and blah blah and or was that just a good way to capture him at the moment?" And the director's like, "Well, it's just a good way to capture him at the moment."
So the director had no idea that they used the iron.
It seemed like
in the safe from the second one.
Maybe the writer did. It seemed like the director was like, "Oh, yeah, let's put him in a safe."
Wow. Yeah, it was funny.
How do you get out of the safe? I don't even remember that.
So that's what happened with the Reverend was sweet talking the nasty talking the girl.
Oh, she went and
with
let him out.
green eyes. Well, you don't see her let him out.
Yeah, but you assume.
But all of a sudden she's sweet talking him, or he's sweet talking her, and then you see the leprechaun's hand go through the Reverend's back through his chest. I'm like, how the fuck did he get out of the safe though?
Kano style.
Yeah. Kano from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a kind of cool effect. You could totally see the prosthetic, but it was still kind of cool.
Yes.
The Reverend gets fucked.
I didn't write a lot of this stuff down, but I keep getting reminded of it when we talk about things because I just didn't think it was that interesting. But I guess it is. They found a body part and created a gag for it.
Yeah. Bartolos went to work.
Yeah. I did write that down though. Safe capture wasn't intentional. According to Warwick Davis, this was actually filmed in South Central. I don't know. I guess maybe they did travel out to a couple places in South Central, but maybe Lacey Street Studios was just sort of in South Central because they did most of the filming just right outside of the studio and around it. So, but Warwick was saying that like gang members would just walk on set.
As extras?
And like talk to whoever they knew and then just come and go as they pleased. Like they weren't regulated or anything like that. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
What were the main guys? Oh yeah, Anthony Montgomery, Rashal Null, and Red Grant. They probably had some ins with those guys.
And Warwick said too that he's like, well, I heard somewhere that the film was they actually did a demographic research on it, and they chose the Hood because it seems that most of the people who watch the Leprechaun movies are
Hood
are African Americans in the Hood.
Well, you notice that like the record producer guy was like the only white guy in the movie. It seemed like, and Warwick Davis, I guess, but he's obviously he's covered up. But
Yeah.
which is well, I don't know, it's a good. They're good movie series to watch around like Halloween time for sure. Any other time,
I don't know. St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patty's Day.
Patrick's Day's coming up.
This movie actually I did read it was released the closest to St. Patrick's Day on the 18th or something of March. So
I don't know what the official stats are, but the director was saying that, or maybe it was actually the annoying guy saying that this sort of revitalized the franchise a little bit. It was one of the most successful releases on the DVD.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know if there's any numbers anywhere to prove that or anything. That's just what he was saying. So,
Well, you hear about this one a lot. People do talk about this one more than almost any other.
yeah. And the director said that he teaches, I guess, at some film institute in Los Angeles, and he says he has students that come up and can do like the entire rap for him and everything.
Oh, nice.
for Lep in the Hood, come to do no good.
Lep in the Hood, come to do no good.
Or there's the rap that they do at the beginning, and then the one, oh my God, at the very end, the Postmaster P giving a performance of his lifetime, saying the four lines over and over
That was
again.
horrible.
The same four lines.
The rap in the beginning was way better.
fucking four lines over and over again.
The last one was horrible.
So repetitive.
They saved all the good rap for the Leprechaun.
Coming out of the smoke, cue the fucking machine.
Yeah, he just repeated himself 4 times, and that was it.
Yeah, that was.
And then it was clarified by the director that whenever the people's eyes are green, it's because they're possessed by the leprechaun. And so the leprechaun was possessing him at the end there.
And all his zombie girls, or all his girls that were with him.
And that one girl who he took on and made such a big deal, she wasn't even that hot. Where he's like, she's the bomb.
Yeah, she's the bomb.
She wasn't even that hot.
Just backing up a little bit when the pawn shop owner, Jackie or whatever, he's hitting on that girl and over and over again, baby, I miss you so bad.
Oh yeah,
baby, I miss you so bad.
Oh baby,
baby, I miss you so bad. Over and over again,
baby.
Oh my God, I was just like laughing so hard.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And then she turns into a lep herself
in the hood, out to do no good.
We did have the transgender drag queen that got killed too.
Yeah, that was a random
for
character.
no reason.
No reason. The director also said too, we're just bringing some of the comedy in here.
And then the left went to bed with her and just killed her.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Well, I don't know. That's all my notes on Leprechaun in the Hood.
Lep in the Hood. Ow, dog. Okay, do you need to go out?
I thought you were saying like dog.
Pound.
Like I thought you were talking like a gangster.
No, it's the little ones being an ass.
Oh, just step on its head.
Good.
You will go to the pound.
I did notice that the very end, the girls are dancing in the credits, still singing. Warwick Davis and the girls just have no unison.
Yeah.
No,
they are not on beat with each other at all.
Warwick did say that
at all.
Warwick's like, well, I'm not a rapper. I'm not black. And
yeah, obviously.
And he's like, and he said they gave me this like 2 hours before we were supposed to do it, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I asked the other cast members if they could help me, and so we sat down for 2 hours and went over the rap, and then I had to do it.
They were so off.
And then he did it. It was like they didn't give him much notice.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I especially liked when he's done to do no good. And then he drops the mic and does the crossed arms.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Because it's a white man. It's a movie written by a bunch of white guys. And you can tell fairly quickly.
Yeah. Most of the raps were written by a white guy. I forgot his name. He did the music for the movie. But yeah, most of them were written by him.
Here we go.
Come from the land of the Irish Spring. Dublin's the place where I learned my thing.
Oh, yeah.
From the Emerald Isle to your place in the hood. I'm the man of green, come to do no good.
Come to do no good.
Come to do no good. Left in the hood, come to do no good. Blunt is dope, this place is
Oh, yeah.
just like life.
And he freezes her eyes.
Haven't been so long, it's happening.
I know. How can you not be jiving right now, Rob?
I'm good.
I am. I'm loving it.
I'll show you what to do, so lend an ear. Don't worry, little lass, you've got nothing to fear. Sit with a lad who's lean and green, and let me show you why I'm a love machine. Do no good.
Come to do no good.
I'm a wee green
He just
guy
kinda
who's new to
popped in
town.
there.
Show me what you do when you get down.
The girls are all moaning, getting thrown around the room.
He's like trying to make him go down on him.
Yeah.
In the hood, when we're bad, we're good.
Yeah.
When we're bad. And then the girls are wearing like shitty ass shades the whole time.
Party through the night until
The little dog likes it.
you and I
Oh, yeah.
get it on. Left in the hood, come to do
Here's where they're off.
left in the hood.
They're so off.
Yeah.
All right.
Who did write it? I have
Well-
who wrote it here. Let's see. Well, I guess they're all conjunct. Oh, music by Nicholas Rivera.
Yeah, Rivera. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
he
that
sounds like a gangster.
Oh
Yeah, he was
Rivera.
total white guy, gray hair and gray beard. He was probably like talking to his daughter, trying to be like, "I know you run around with a lot of them rap people. Now, can you help me? Can you help me write
He
this?
probably wrote it in like one day.
Is
Well,
this?
you have to-
Can you help
have
me
to go
get jiggy with it?
That's right. Like all the youngsters. Okay. I'm gonna let you outside.
Just kill
Go.
that thing."
Don't
Dude, he's lost his
Kill it.
mind.
kill him.
Ow.
He's a good boy. Just like Allie, your dog's over here with me right now.
No, but
Yeah,
Rob's talking about the little dog, not Chiefer.
Still got to get little dogs love. Well, they're not as important as the bigger ones.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I love all dogs.
Except for your dog, John, if you're listening. Bogart. John listens all the time. I don't want to kill Bogart.
Yeah, Bogart's is very cute.
He's got the like little
precious.
claws of like a damn mole or something. They hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He, like,
outside
claws-
now. He's
does he
done.
does he claw your leg?
Claws everything. Loses his shit.
Is he drinking the liquids coming out of your
Anus?
butthole? Your anus?
No, I did sneeze on him earlier.
Oh, nice. Now he's gonna be sick.
He just was in the line of fire.
Well,
Although when I sneeze, everything's in the line of fire.
I do the same thing. I just let it all out. I don't hold in my sneezes.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, like I will sometimes, but like when I'm sick like this, no.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where it hits. Boom.
Don't even cover your nose. Just fucking boom, baby, all over the place.
Well, you pop your ears and shit when
Yeah.
you cover your.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I fucking hate covering my nose.
wasn't that the rumor that like a sneeze is supposed to be like 1/10 of an orgasm or something?
I think something like that. I mean,
That's totally untrue.
I've sneezed about 100 times a day. I don't feel good about it.
Oh, all right.
God, if I hold in my sneeze, I feel like I'm like gonna break my back or something.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Well, I think that covers Leprechaun.
Leprechaun 5
Yeah. So
in the hood.
we'll be on to. We got two more left,
Leprechaun 6 back to the hood.
and then Origins, which doesn't. God damn! You hear Stella in the background?
She's got lungs.
Yeah. Is she still going? Oh, did she pass out? Sometimes she passes herself
She
out.
didn't take a breath between cries.
Yeah, she passes out sometimes. Yeah, that's what happens. We need to start a GoFundMe for a door fund for the podcast.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
if you guys want to get in on that.
You have little Valentine streamers on your door right now.
Yeah, it doesn't block any sound.
No, it doesn't.
What was I lost.
You were going to say Warwick Davis isn't in Origins.
I don't. Yeah, isn't he not?
He's not.
Yeah. See, I guess we're still going to do it because it's part of my Blu-ray set.
I watched a video explaining why he's not in it, and I'll tell everyone next week about that.
Okay. All right. Well, last segment.
What did you watch?
And I only watched a few episodes of The Punisher season 2. So
It got canceled.
I know. So it's fucking stupid. Well, it's because Marvel's ending their partnership with Netflix. It seems
It'll
like.
be.
Oh, really?
Apparently,
That's
a
too bad.
lot of it's moving to Hulu.
Or Disney might be coming up with their own streaming service. Where it'll move. So we'll see. Anyways, but yeah, I watched a couple episodes of that because John Bernthal's a badass and it's a good show. It's not really horror related, but yeah, I need to like get on some horror movies.
Yeah.
Got so many to watch. What about you, Rob?
I didn't watch anything actually this weekend. I mean, just like some random TV, but no movies. There hadn't been anything out there that really caught my eye, honestly.
Yeah, I've been bad. I've been busy.
Yeah.
I watched Lion
There's
King
a bunch
too.
of stuff that's coming out soon from the theaters to Prime, but I'm not buying it for $20. I'm just going to wait to rent it.
Yeah.
Like the movies you interviewed for, The Prodigy, and what's the other one we just saw a preview for? That you interviewed.
Anna and the Apocalypse.
Anna the
That one
Apocalypse.
came out already.
Oh, it is
Christmas
out. Okay.
time. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. But
yeah,
that's out on video now.
I will catch The Prodigy on video, probably. So, yeah. I didn't want to go to the theater
Definitely
for
got to check those out.
that. Yeah, all right. Speaking of interviews, I did just interview the singer for Cradle of Filth. So
Yeah.
you guys should check that out if
Fucking
you
A.
haven't already. Although you probably
Danny
have.
Filth.
Yeah. Cool guy. It was really short. It's like a 20-minute interview. But I guess he's a busy guy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, though.
Yeah.
On tour.
Awesome. Well, cool, guys. Follow us at Danny Bonin, at Scotty Bonin, at O'Neilio 4Os, at CC Horror on Twitter, at Cult Classic Horror and everything else. Patreon.com/Cult Classic Horror if you want to support what we're doing, help us out. We'll probably be doing another Cult Classic action maybe next week. And if he's still going to do it, Carmel's going to give away some free digital comics to people who become patrons right before we record that episode. And we might still think of little bonuses to do like that each time before we record, just to try and get, at least for now, just to try and get a few more people on board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
we love bonuses.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
Thanks,
guys.
Catch you guys next week.
In the hood.
Later, guys.
Don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
Oh, yes. There will be blood.